All right, let me ask you something. How many times have you loaded into a rank game, picked a hero you're comfortable on, and immediately someone types, "That's not meta. Please swap. This isn't gonna work." Or even worse, "GG. We lost at hero select." But here's the real question no one wants to ask. Do meta picks actually matter below diamond? Short answer, not really. Long answer, that's what this video is about. Because if you're gold, silver, platinum, or even below that, your hero pick is probably the least important reason you're winning or losing games. So, first, let's start off with what meta even means. Meta stands for most effective tactics available. That's what your meta is. And being a meta pick is you're picking a hero that is meta, more powerful. If dive is the meta, you're playing dive. And that's meta, right? Because that's what's strong. And that's what's the strongest pick for most higher elo players. This is based on usually professional play, top 500 ladder, scrims, perfect coordination, near perfect mechanics. This is based on higher elo. You know, diamond, high diamond, masters, GM, and champion players, they make what the meta is. They really, more so higher, like GM and champion, they make the meta. They let you know what meta is by showing you what's strong, and they take advantage of it to prove it to you. The meta assumes that your team will play together, have great comms with one another. They're tracking ultimates. Your cooldowns are respected. Players punish mistakes instantly. Now ask yourself honestly and truly think about this critically, and ask yourself honestly in your plat, gold, silver, bronze games. Does that sound like your ranked games? And does it sound like that's always happening? Exactly. It's not. So meta picks matter in high ranks because pretty much everyone understands win conditions. They know what it takes to win the game. Players will coordinate with one another, coordinate with your team, their ultimate usage, and they will position so that mistakes are instantly punished. You're out of position on Ana, you're out of position on a DPS hero, you will be punished, and usually instantly. Heroes are used to their maximum potential. For example, a meta tank controls space usually perfectly in higher elo. A meta DPS confirms kills more often than not. A meta support will enable your aggressive plays on DPS and tank. Heroes are used to take advantage of the meta in higher elo. And don't get me wrong, yes, there's plenty of off-meta heroes played in higher elo. That's because people in higher elo really know how to use those heroes to their true advantage. Now, below diamond though, and like low diamond and below, most of that doesn't happen consistently. And that's the key word here, consistently. You will have team fights where these things happen, but it doesn't happen consistently all the time throughout your games. So the real reason why games are lost below diamond, and this is when things get real. If you're below diamond, your games are not decided by hero picks. I'm sorry to say, they're just not. They're really not. They're decided by fundamentals, right? And I'll give you an example. I'm usually, like I said, on support and DPS, mid to high masters to low GM. If I was to make a new account, which I don't do, by the way, I've done this once when I got to explore how it was early on. I made a Moira only account. And Moira, we all know, has like almost no utility for your team and is just not a strong pick from a support perspective. I made a Moira only account and I got it placed in like Masters 1 or Masters 2 instantly. And I won like 85-90% of my games in both quick play and comp. So that just goes to show you it does not matter. If you know the fundamentals, which I'm going to go over right now, you'll be able to do this in any elo below diamond. So game sense is always better than meta picks. Things like knowing when a fight is lost, recognizing when the team has ultimates, understanding when to push forward or back up. A non-meta hero with good game sense will destroy a meta hero with bad awareness. If you stagger every fight, you push 1v5, you ignore your kill feed, no meta pick in the game will save you in lower elo. And even higher elo if you don't follow these rules. Positioning is massive, right? Most deaths happen because you overextend. You gotta pick and you continue to overextend. You think, let me just keep going, tunnel vision. You end up dying and the pick that you got is just irrelevant. You stand out in open space where you can take damage or get picked off. You ignore cover as necessary to regroup with your team, get heals, recharge your shields on Sigma and Reinhardt. And then you just flat out peek when they shouldn't, when maybe a strong pocketed DPS hero like Ashe or Widowmaker are just holding that angle. So if you're in the open, you're just in the wrong positioning. You need to be playing cover, you need to respect angles, and you shouldn't push too far forward and also fall back too quickly when in certain team fights. You need to analyze what is happening, right? A well-positioned off-meta hero will outperform across all elos, any poorly positioned meta hero every single time. So this is the hugest one here. Below diamond, right? Teams usually don't focus targets. They're not using their comms to call out low HP enemies. They're not really punishing isolated players. They're letting that Ashe or Widow hold an angle. Nobody's diving them. No one's coordinating together to kill and target that isolated player, right? Instead, you get everyone shooting different targets. You know, they either ignore the tanks or focus the tanks too much, and you just pumping damage into this huge HP target, or you're just ignoring them when you shouldn't be, right? So supports are just free casting in the backline, healing the team, throwing their abilities, and no one is doing anything about it. If you understand who to shoot, when to shoot them, and who is actually killable, you will absolutely climb in lower elo, regardless of the hero pick you have, right? A soldier 76 shooting the correct target beats a meta DPS shooting the tank all game. And also another thing, comfort is better than meta, right? This might be the most important point of them all. If you're not comfortable on a hero, don't play it. Your mechanics will drop, your decision making slows, your positioning gets worse. Practice that hero in quick play until you get better with them to then pull them into competitive. A gold player on their main hero will almost always outperform a gold player forcing a meta pick because they barely understand them and simply someone told them in comms, you need to swap, and this is not going to work. Comfort gives you better aim, faster reaction, more confidence, and confidence win fights. And I'm not saying force your main hero into, like, you're playing Genji and you're forcing it into Zarya, Moira, Sims, all your counters. At that point, you shouldn't one trick, right? You should have a second hero that you play just as well as Genji to swap to, right? So I'm not saying force your picks. That's not what I'm saying. You're hard countered. You need to swap to another main hero, right? This is keyword main. Do not one trick in this game. It is just bad, right? Have another main hero that you play at a similar or same level and swap to that hero to better your chances of winning, and then focus on everything I'm talking about in this game to climb. So let me be clear, right? Meta does not start to matter, you know, at lower elo, right? But it does start to matter eventually. So once you reach like high diamond, masters, GM and above, that's when team comps matter more. That's when hero synergies are punished when they don't work well together, and certain heroes just fall off flat out hard. Below that though, like I said, fundamentals carry way harder than any hero pick in the game. So in conclusion, this is my call to action for you. So the next time someone says, we need meta picks to win, and you're in plat, gold, silver, bronze, remember this. You don't need a meta hero. You just need better fundamentals. You need to focus on your game sense, your positioning, your target priority, your ultimate usage and tracking. You're just simply playing your life and staying alive. Play heroes you're good at. Do not one trick. Main 2, 3, 4 different heroes in your respective roles. Improve the basics, like I just said, your positioning, your target priority, your target focus, your communication with your team, and you will absolutely climb in this game very easily out of the depths of the medal ranks. If this helped you, drop a like, subscribe, and comment your rank and main hero, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.